A few words about the idiot box. Is it not crazy that just a decade or two ago people would sit and watch TV, but now our TV sits, watches, and records us? J.A. Allison. The world's a stage, and our lens to this world is the television. Based on studies, television remains the #1 source of mainstream news. While it is widely believed that the television was created as a means of communicating information, today we can see that it serves a much different purpose while under such an old guise. It is for entertainment purposes, or better, entrainment of the brain. There's a reason why they refer to it as paid programming. This is how so-called news sources get away with the dissemination of fake news. It's for entertainment purposes only. In other words, to keep us distracted while blasting us with various frequencies that over time have damaging effects on the human body and mind. Even what they call reality TV is still staged, scripted, and planned, while actors are permitted to improvise. Many people know this, yet they watch it as mindless entertainment to escape from the drama of their own lives. There is a big difference between watching television and watching a movie. When watching a movie, there are no breaks, and one enters into a willful suspension of disbelief. Television, however, is more like sitting in stop-and-go traffic, which we all find stressful and damaging to the vehicle. When constantly being interrupted by a bombardment of fast, loud commercials, aka paid programs, keep you from reaching a state of suspension, subtly stressing you out little by little, which your body will ultimately pay for, as well as your psyche. Imagine someone manipulating how you feel. Of course, no one wants that. But how about being manipulated unknowingly? This is exactly what is happening to your nervous system every time you switch on your TV or computer. Well, at least according to the 6506148B2 patent. The patent, named Nervous System Manipulated by Electromagnetic Fields Through Monitor, was filed in 2001 and published in 2003. It was filed by one Hendrikus G. Loss, perceived to be a fictitious person, as no information about who he is can be traced. We already know that the content displayed on TVs or even on the internet is created in such a way as to influence decisions, such as when making a purchase or standing behind certain beliefs. The mind control subject has been a topic of discussion for a long time. Although initially considered a conspiracy theory, its reality has been observed in the content displayed by mainstream media. But how about manipulation through the nervous system? Science teaches us that the work of the nervous system is to carry messages throughout the body and control our senses. The nervous system, according to neuroscientists, is controlled by the brain. Now, the brain is said to be a complex bioelectrical organ that produces electric fields. That's why it's believed that you can rewire your brain through techniques such as listening to binaural beats. Scientists also claim to control brain functions with a technique that uses powerful electromagnetic radiation. This technique, known as transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, can jam or excite particular brain circuits. Think of how you are not allowed to use cell phones in some areas of a hospital or in an airplane, where some only allow use in airplane mode. This is so that the electromagnetic transmission of the phone does not interfere with critical electrical devices. So if a brain is a bioelectrical organ, is there a possibility of manipulating it? Physiological effects have been observed in a human subject in response to stimulation of the skin with weak electromagnetic fields that are pulsed with certain frequencies near 1/2 Hz or 2.4 Hz, such as to excite a sensory resonance. Many computer monitors and TV tubes, when displaying pulsed images, emit pulsed electromagnetic fields of sufficient amplitudes to cause such excitation. It is therefore possible to manipulate the nervous system of a subject by pulsing images displayed on a nearby computer monitor or TV set. For the latter, the image pulsing may be embedded in the program material, or it may be overlaid by modulating a video stream, either as an RF signal or as a video signal. The image displayed on a computer monitor may be pulsed effectively by a simple computer program. For certain monitors, pulsed electromagnetic fields capable of exciting sensory resonances in nearby subjects may be generated even as the displayed images are pulsed with subliminal intensity. The U.S. patent 6506148B2 is a confirmation of the possibility of manipulating the nervous system. The patent includes 14 claims, including how video can be used to manipulate the nervous system. The EMF issue has raised so much concern that in May 2015, 190 scientists from 39 nations submitted an appeal to the United Nations requesting the World Health Organization adopt more EMF exposure protective guidelines. Such concerns are an indication that the patent should not be ignored. It also goes to show that apart from your electronic devices recording, monitoring, and watching everything you are doing, they can also influence living organisms' feelings, perceptions, thoughts, and behavior. Your smart devices are not for you, but for the many corporations, law enforcement agencies, and governments to track you through their satellite monitoring and remote tracking devices. In my world, yes, but in our world, that's practically not possible. The dependence on these electronic devices is so high that we are practically immobilized if they were to be turned off. The age of the Internet of Things, IoT, doesn't make it any better. Now that we are surrounded by electromagnetic emitting devices, the patent serves as an alert to the public of the possibility of what could happen if these technologies were used unethically. Like, say, the release of 5th generation, which uses up to 60 gigahertz, as opposed to television's mere 2.4 hertz. The only option is to minimize the exposure from your EMF-emitting devices. Therefore, it's not a bad idea to try something different. Read a book, go hiking, take a walk, or simply switch off that screen when you can.